Hello, lovely children at home. I hope your day is going on well and you are enjoying the holidays. Today, in our social studies, we are looking at the meaning and the scope of social studies. Let's say it together again. Meaning and scope of social studies. As we all know, social studies has to do with man and his environment. So, to define social studies, we'll just simply say social studies is the study of man and his environment. The man here is not talking about only the male gender. In social studies, man refers to human being in general. That is man, men, women, boys, girls. So anytime you hear the word man, don't think it is only talking about men. It's talking about human beings in general, okay? So social studies is the study of man and his environment. That is to say, the study of human beings and the environment where they live, how their behaviors affect the environment and how the environment also affects them. That is what social studies is all about, okay? Can we define social studies? Want to go? Social studies is the study of man and his environment. Can we say that again? Social studies is the study of man and his environment. What did I say the word man means? It means what? Human beings. Okay? How human beings live in the various environments they find themselves, and how the environment also affects their lifestyle. Okay? Now let's go to the scope of social studies. The word scope here means the different areas where we can apply the study of, where we can apply social studies to solve the various problems of human beings. Okay? And we have about 6 different areas where social studies affect the life of human beings on this earth or in the society, if you like. The first one is the physical environment. Let's say it together, the physical environment. The physical environment is made up of both living things and non-living things. That is, things around us. The living things, which are the things created by God Almighty, then the non-living things, things majorly created by human beings, like the rivers, the vegetations, the trees, the mountains, rocks, all these things in different environments, they are created by God. Then human beings too, your fellow human being is a living thing created by God. Okay? In your environment where you live, you are not the only person there. There are other human beings there with you. So these are living things created by God. Then the non-living things in our environment that we can see, like the electric poles, the cars, the buildings, and so on and so forth. Okay, that is talking about the physical environment. All these things around us, they affect our living in the society in one way or the other. Then, secondly, social studies is also talking about the social environment. Social environment here means the way we human beings interact with one another. That is, different institutions that are made up of human beings. You meet your fellow human beings in the school, you have your classmates, you have your schoolmates, either in the school, or you also make friends in the school, you make friends in the church. You go to church on Sunday, don't you? Are you the only member of your church? No. So that is talking about the social environment, talking about our interaction with our mates, with our fellow human beings. Okay? Then, thirdly, we have the economic environment. Social studies affect our economic environment. What does that mean? It means how human beings work or carry out different activities from which they make money. They get money, they earn income to make a living. You know that money is very important, isn't it? As you come to school, you must buy books, pay school fees, buy snacks and all that. It is money you need. to pay for all that. So money is very important. So human beings interact in their different environments by working hard to make money to provide for their individual needs. Is that okay? All right. Either by going to the market, by working on the farm, by working in industries, in different factories, and then you get paid. With that money, you can now provide for your different needs. That is the economic aspect. Then, number 4, social studies affect the political environment. Political environment has to do with different groups of people that are leaders. Different groups of people that lead other people in the society with laws and regulations to govern or to control the behaviors of other people so that we can live together peacefully in the society, okay, by obeying laws and regulations that are set up by our leaders, either political leaders or traditional leaders. In your family where you come from, you have a leader, right? Which is your parents, but your father is the head. So in our environment, our political leaders, they are those who make laws, rules and regulations that govern our behavior in the society. Then number 5, the cultural environment. So social studies also affect our culture. Cultural environment has to do with our general lifestyle, the general lifestyle of a particular group of people. Remember that environment differs from one community to another. Every community in their different environment, they have their culture, their way of life, either the way they dress or the kind of language they speak or the kind of food they eat, depending on the environment in which they live. Then lastly here we have science and technology. Science and technology has to do with the way man uses the natural wisdom or the knowledge that man has, the knowledge or the wisdom to adapt to the environment, to transform the environment to suit him, or making or producing things that will make life more comfortable for him in the environment in which he lives. Is that okay, children? I hope you are following. So let's go over it again. Let's take the meaning of social studies. Can you define that for me again? If you are asked, what is social studies? It is a very short definition. So let's say it together. Social studies is the study of man and his environment. Remember, man means human beings. Then the scope of social studies means the different areas where we can apply social studies to solve the problems of man or the problems of human beings. Let's mention the different scope of social studies. Number 1, the physical environment. Number 2, the social environment. Number 3, the economic environment. Number 4, the political environment. Number 5, the cultural environment. Number 6, science and technology. Remember that most of the things we have in our modern world now that makes our life more comfortable, they are all products of science and technology, which are made from the wisdom and the knowledge of man, like the cars, the bicycle, the television, the fan, the AC, they are all products of science and technology, which makes life more comfortable for man in his or her environment. Now, before we stop our lesson for today, we are going to take a little homework, which is list 5 things you can find in your physical environment. Okay, so with this, we come to the end of today's lesson. So, until our next class, remain good and obedient children. God bless you.